Bruce always says that he can tell that I am the writer in our pair and not the chef because I cook in jewelry. I cook in jewelry because I am making the perfect margarita. Okay, the perfect margarita. I'm not talking about frozen margaritas. I am talking about margaritas, the real thing. I'm a Texas boy. I come from Texas. I know margaritas, and I want to tell you, I have seen all kinds of recipes that are so complicated, so unbelievably complicated for this thing called a margarita. And I want to go back to my Tex-Mex roots, and I want to talk about the perfect margarita. And here it is, equal portions of ingredients. What does that mean? That means you don't have to be fussy about measuring. Look, I have all kinds of measuring vessels. I've got them all down here both in front of me. I got a shot glass. I could use that to measure it up. I got, oh, I feel it. I got a jigger. I got an old-fashioned jigger with ounces on it. Oh, I can use that to do it. I got more down here. Look at this. I got a mason jar. You want to fill a mason jar with booze and make a margarita? All it needs is equal parts, so use it. What else I got down here? Oh, I got a saucepan. You want to make a giant thing of margaritas? Do this. Use equal parts of your saucepan. Equal parts makes a great margarita. I think I have other things down here. Oh, I got a coffee cup. Equal parts of what I'm going to tell you makes a margarita. Equal parts by volume. Now, I'm not going to use the big shaker. I'm going to use a small shaker. So I'm going to make a smaller margarita, not for a crowd. The first thing that you need to do is you need to get ice in this shaker. Get the ice inside. Why is this the first thing? Because you want your shaker already to start to get cold. Why do you need a shaker? Ooh, controversial. There's all kinds of things about what drinks are stirred and what drinks are shaken, and that James Bond was wrong, that the perfect martini is stirred, not shaken. All kinds of controversy about this amongst bartenders, about cocktail aficionados. I can tell you that based on what I know about margaritas, shaken is the way to go. Why? Because we're going to aerate the drink a bit. We're going to get some air into it by shaking it. And in doing so, it's going to have this better, here's the technical term, mouthfeel. It's going to have this better mouthfeel because we've aerated the drink a bit. The lime juice is going to come more forward. And furthermore, we're going to get the little bit of sugar we used mixed into it. Okay, so what do I mean by equal parts? I got my cocktail shaker, right? Here we go. And I'm going to put my cocktail shaker right down here in the front. And since I'm making a fairly small margarita, I'm going to use a jigger. And I'm going to start equal parts. Equal parts of what? Well, tequila. I'm using a silver tequila, and I'm going to do equal parts. Remember, equal parts by volume. It doesn't matter. I'm using a fancy jigger. There goes my tequila. You can use a reposado tequila. That is a tequila like this one that has been rested in oak. It always strikes me that this is a little bit out of bounds. This is to me, a much more sipping tequila. Look how much I've sipped over the years. So this is much more of a sipping tequila. And then there are the añejos that are actually aged. That to me is way out of the pale for a margarita. So perfect margarita, equal parts, start with the tequila. And now this is key. Cointreau. Cointreau. Do not use triple sec. Triple sec is sweet and syrupy. It's got a little burn in cheaper varieties. Cointreau is complex. It tastes beautiful. It tastes sophisticated. It's got a little bitter edge to it. It's just got this great orange flavor. Equal parts tequila, equal parts Cointreau, and equal parts lime juice. Could I squeeze my own lime? Of course I can squeeze my own lime juice. Am I using bottled lime juice? Of course, I'm using bottled lime juice because you know what? This is a margarita. We're not talking, I don't know what, Jean-Georges von Gerichten 5-star dining here. We're making a margarita. Equal parts. In they go. You know why people salt the rim of margaritas? Because they're using bad alcohol. Remember this. No amount of sugar or lime juice will ever cover up the taste of bad alcohol. Up your tequila game just a bit. You already upped your game with Cointreau. Now you're up, use a little bit of sugar to it. Don't get it so sweet and don't salt it. You don't need to cover up the taste of bad liquor. I have a little simple syrup that I'm gonna use to sweeten this up. This is the matter of taste. Equal parts tequila, Cointreau, and lime juice by volume. And then here goes my simple syrup. And you will see how sour I like my margaritas because that's about it. Cover your shaker and shake. How long do you shake this? Until this cocktail shaker starts to frost. Notice I'm holding the lid on. This seems important, especially if you're using a little bit of a flimsy shaker the way I am. Hold the lid on it. And you know, some shakers like this one come with the top that's already got the built-in measure. I could use this for measuring too. Equal parts. Equal parts tequila, Cointreau, lime juice, and a little bit of sugar. I used simple syrup. If you don't know, simple syrup is equal parts granulated sugar and water by volume, put on a stove just until it comes to a low simmer and then taken off. That's it. And you've made simple syrup. All right, it's so cold I can barely hold it, which means it's been aerated and it's ready to drink. Before I taste this bad boy, I want you to know that the exact recipe, is it a recipe? Is below me on this YouTube video. You can click below and see it. There's some notes down there about margaritas. Subscribe, like, connect. I want to connect with you. Like this video, subscribe to this podcast, talk to me. Let's talk margaritas. Okay, we're ready to taste it. So here's what you want. You want a cocktail glass. You want fresh ice. Fresh ice. Look at me. I'm using these fancy, big, square ice cubes. Use whatever you want. You just want fresh ice in your glass. Open your cocktail shaker up. Mine has a strainer built in. Some do not, and you'll need to strain it. You can strain it through anything. Just don't use a kitchen strainer that has bean skins in it. But you can strain it through any strainer. Colander, not so good. But you want to keep the ice behind. You want to save this because you want to, you know, drink a little bit of the melt later out of this, and that's it. That's the perfect margarita. Do I want to garnish it? Can I put lime wedges on it? Can I put an edible flower in it? Why would you ever do any of this? Ready? I am. Oh my God. It's sour. I'm salivating because I just like a little sugar in it. I mean, what did I use? A half a teaspoon? Not very much. Simple syrup. You might like yours a little sweeter than mine, but the Cointreau has this bitter edge to it, yet it's very orangey. The tequila is deliciously floral in it. My lime juice tastes open because I've shaken and shaken and shaken it. Equal parts, equal parts. Can I say it enough? Equal parts tequila, Cointreau, and lime juice. Oh, you ready? You ready for an evening? You're ready to settle in. So subscribe to this channel, give us a like, give us a comment, connect, and we will see you back the next time on Cooking with Bruce and Mark.